So this is the mold I painted last night, and I'm gonna fill it with black resin to make the colors pop more and to give it shadow.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the series to start a photo booth business. Today in this video, we're gonna go over how to set up the 360 photo booth. Real simple, let's get to it. So the first step to get your 360 booth, obviously, is to take it out this case. Now, I do suggest that you get a case when you order your 360 photo booth. It does come with wheels at the bottom, and it makes it a lot easier to transport. I'll let you know right now that mine is too big to fit in my little car, my little Ford Focus. It's just barely too big to fit in there. So if it was my choice, what I would have done is I would have got a 360 photo booth that was smaller than 100 centimeters. The next lowest is what I would have got. That probably been a 3-person photo 360 booth, and this one holds about 4. But that's probably what I would have did if I want to be a more mobile person that goes to each venue and set up the 360 booth. But let's get right to it. So first, obviously, I'm gonna take it out the case. It is pretty heavy for 100 centimeters, like I said. Then we're just gonna place it on the floor just like that. Now keep in mind, when you place it on the floor, you wanna angle the piece under it, the power supply, where you plug it in at, towards your outlet. So just give me 1 second, I'll show you that in a second. So just so you guys can see, I want to show you a better clip of what I'm talking about. So under the 360 photo booth, there's going to be a power supply. See right there? That is the power supply. And right there is where you plug it in at. So you want to have this be the closest object to your power supply. That way your cord doesn't have to go across the whole 360 booth from the other side just to get over here. So, now with that being said, let's plug it up. Now, on our cord specifically, it looks very similar to the cord that we use for other devices like our light stands. So just keep in mind that this one says AC adapter right on it, okay? That way you can hopefully differentiate this one from the other ones. We've noticed that we had the wrong light cord plugged up to the 360 booth when it was running slow, and that was the cause of it running slow. So just make sure that you plug up the right cord to the 360 photo booth so you don't have any problems running the day of the event. So what I like to do is make sure I go under and then plug into the base of the machine just to make sure that the head that turns around, that little piece that turns around to make everything move, doesn't hit the cord. And that's the whole purpose of me having to go under. This way I'm kind of guaranteed that I won't touch it. Now let's move in to installing the phone holder to the 360 photo booth. So the next thing we're gonna get is this piece right here. We're gonna unplug it right down here. Yep. And I like to put it pretty close all the way up to here. I don't think you have to, but that's just my personal choice. You can put a little space in between just because sometimes people's feet come a little bit off the edge, but I would just, in my opinion, I would just be more on them just to make sure that they're completely on the 360 booth. I always center them before they start. That way we don't have any complications during the event. So we're gonna take off these two pieces right here. These are the two pieces that go in between here to lock in that piece. We're gonna grab our first piece. We're gonna put it in the first hole at the bottom. And we're gonna connect that through this piece in the center. All right, guys? Pretty straightforward. Now it is kind of, touch and go when you do it. But once you get it through, the next part is just tightening it up. Now for the second one, it's your preference. You notice that the second hole's a little higher on the wheel, okay? And it's up to you to kind of decide how far out you want this to hang. Now I typically go about 2 from the top, away from the center of the 360 photo booth. So I'll go 1, 2 over, and I'll point it out to you on the camera. So I start at the top, and I go 1, 2 over, and that's pretty much where I like to have it. That's just kind of my preference. And from there, we just tighten. Now we're one step closer to finishing the 360 booth. We extend out, turn this towards the center, place our camera right onto the 360 photo booth in the orientation that works best for you. And then I always like to give it a test walk around just to make sure it's not hitting anything. So I walk with it, make sure it's not too close to any drapery, any people. During the event, what I would most likely do is actually have my my ropes and sanctions around the perimeter and leave a little gap so people don't get hit by it. Next thing we're gonna do is plug it right in. And And voila, now that we've tested the perimeter, we hear a little beep that is connected. Now that we have the app open, you want to go here just to double check that's connected. I'm gonna hit connect new, connect to this one. Now that we are connected, I like to go over to the controller. I typically put it at 20 seconds, and I put it on the fastest setting. That's up to 8. And now I give it a test run before I start the event. And we can see, it swings around perfectly. Now, it's like I said, I like to do a completely wireless setup. So now the 360's on, the camera's on, and I can sit right here, start and stop, start and stop. Now, let's move on to the television to make sure that people can see their footage and see their clips before actually moving to the next step. So, for the sake of having the wires and stuff over there, I'm gonna move this television closer to the wire setup. And I'm gonna plug in our television. I need another outlet. Oh no, I'm good actually. That piece can come out. Now, next step is to plug in our Apple TV box, plug it in, and hook up the HDMI cord to the television. So I'm gonna leave this right here. Now what we do is, we tried to Velcro it to the back. It didn't work as well as we liked, so we're gonna super glue that one piece that keeps coming off to the back of the television. That way we can Velcro it there every time. And I'll show you what we kind of want to do. So we kind of want to take this back. You can see that it's been peeling off. We want to Velcro it to the back, and then that way it's always with the television if we want to put it to the back like that. Okay. So now guys, I'm going to hook this HDMI to the back of the television. So now the next step is to turn on the phone, start the software, and run it. Now, if you guys want a video about how to set up TouchPics and how to put Canva templates and custom templates on your 360 photo booth videos, check out the next video where we'll break everything down one step at a time for your next event. Okay, guys. From there, we just tighten. Now that you have your TV hooked up, connected to the Apple TV, now you grab your iPhone, and first thing you want to do is mirror it to the Apple TV. So let's go ahead and mirror it. There we go. Now we're on screen. Now, first thing I want to do, go right into TouchPics. We already have a pre-made event already set up. I'm going to start it, and I'm going to turn it sideways, and I'm going to put my phone on the 360 booth. So you can head over there, babe. Why do that? Get another angle. So I'm going to set it up nice and tight. Make sure everything's good. And now, what I always do before the event starts, I'm going to test it out. So let's see how it works. So now that the phone's on there, now what we're going to do, test it out, make sure it shows up on the screen, test the QR code to make sure the video pops up, and we'll go from there. I want to screen record again, so let me do that real quick. All right, so I'm going to go to controller. Like I said before, I'm going to change my settings, put it on 20, and then here we go. Now we can see as it turns, it's showing up right on the television. As you can see, that's my baby Lanice, wave Lanice. That's my baby right there. You can see it's going around, it's showing the people on the 360 booth how they look, it's recording them, and then the session's done. You pause it right on your phone, and now they can walk over and check out their video. So let's check it out real quick. Now this is the old template that we used last time, so don't pay too much mind to it. But I think it's a lot of fun. That sounds so corny. Now as you can see, this is Lanice. We had our little slow-mo effect. Around here, this is our Canva template. And in the next video, we're gonna show you how to make these templates in your 360 photo booth video. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video breaking down how to set up the 360 photo booth. Now, the next video we're going to show you is how to really go into the software, make these templates unique and custom to each person, add the specific song that they're looking for, and make your 360 photo booth a success. What's up, guys? In this video, I'm gonna show you how to make a 360 photo booth template. Let me show you real quick. So in TouchPics, they want something very specific for the program that I use. They want a PNG file that's transparent because you're gonna have this outer layer that's just like your borders that goes around everything that you're doing. And then inside of that, that's where you're gonna see the people moving and stuff like that. So let me show you an example. So here's an example of all our templates that we've made, just so you can kind of see. So here's a template that we made. Here's another template that we made. It's just very simple stuff. You just put stuff around the background. Here's the 31st birthday. You know, we did the technique where we just click on uploads, click on their photo, you know, and then just hit edit image, remove background. And then we can add them to anywhere on the photo, on the template, I mean. Just give it a second. Then we can just add them to the template wherever we want. We can put them on that side. We can Command D, duplicate them, and then put the other one on this side. And then we'll just do the same thing, you know. Just edit image, background remove, and it's perfect. So that's just an easy way to manipulate the templates. But let's start from scratch, just so you can kind of understand. I just want to give you an idea. These are how the templates look. You know, they just empty templates, just like this. We make them all the time. It takes about 5 minutes, but let's do it. Let's time ourselves and do it. See how long it takes. So let's make a quick design. So I go to create a design. I'm gonna go to custom size. I'm gonna do 1920 by 1080. Create a custom design. There we go. And then I start looking for some elements. Let's see if we're gonna make like a New Year's one, what things we can look for. So New Year's, here's a Happy New Year's template, easy peasy. But I'm looking for something that we can be more flexible with. So here's a good one. All right, let's see if we can take the background out, because that's the main thing. So this thing's here, but can we take the background out? Perfect. Yep, that's all I want. I want the 2023 on this side, maybe Happy New Year's right here. You know, keep this right here in this corner over here. And there we go. That's a template right there. Because you got to remember, all the things that you need are in the front, and your background needs to be transparent so people can show up in the background image. But let's test it out real quick, just so you understand. So I'm gonna go to download. I'm gonna download this as a PNG, and I'm also gonna hit transparent backdrop, just so the backdrop doesn't show up in the actual footage. So I hit download. I'm gonna download it right there. I'm gonna go to TouchPics real quick. Now here's my TouchPics. I'm gonna make a new one real quick. I'm gonna duplicate. I'm gonna hit test. We'll call it test. I'm gonna go to designer. I'm gonna go to the 1920 by 1072. Here we go. Use template. Manage overlays. Upload overlays from computer. I'm gonna use this design that we just found, that we just downloaded. See how this background's transparent? I'm gonna drag this right over. Upload. Now go to overlays. Find the one that we just added, which is this one. And here's our New Year's template. Now you do have to, scale it up to fit correctly. I just had save to event. And now it's all saved. So from here, we're gonna return the TouchPics. Return the TouchPics. I'm gonna close out this old event. So let me close this out real quick. Close event, yes. I'm gonna scan this QR code. Close that event out. Then I'm gonna activate the new event. And if you wanted to check your overlay just to make sure it's in there, you can click on overlays. And from here you can see it's in there. But let's go back just so you guys can have a full test. Hit the QR code. I'm gonna hit activate event on the phone. I'm gonna scan the QR code to make sure it's working. So now that I have it on my phone, I'm just gonna show you a quick test section. So you can see that everything is showing up on the screen. I'm doing a little test run by myself. Making sure the camera gets all the stuff in there. Make sure it looks all good. Cool. And while it's adjusting, I'll go back and download it so you guys can see a preview of it. So we're gonna go back to dashboard, events, and then go to gallery. And it'll show up in the gallery once it's fine. Now let's check out the video real quick. So this is our template that we made earlier. Let's just see if it worked, right? So nothing's working. But as you can see, everything's there. I have the Happy New Year's, I have the 2023. I got all the sparkles and stuff. That's why you want everything to be transparent. If I left it not transparent, nothing would show up. It would just be a blank. It'd be the white backdrop with the Happy New Year 2023, everything, but you won't see me or anything in the camera. So that's gonna be it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the videos on how to make a photo booth template. In the next couple of videos, I'm gonna break down everything from the beginning to the end using TouchPics. Once we have that software, you'll be all set and ready to go with your 360 booth.
So I got this plastic bulb from Hobby Lobby. And I want to try something a little different this time. I am putting it in the skull mold. But it's going to be its own little light. And that's the way it's fitting in there.